Hey, and welcome to... Today, we're going to talk about the Metaverse.
Metaverse. Well, what is the Metaverse?
This is a crazy idea.
Especially now more than ever, it is happening.
So every part of our life goes digital, from factories to laptops to boardrooms to Zoom.
This will change humanity forever. It's gonna get people easy. Yeah. They get comfortable. Yeah. But as soon as they get comfortable, that's when they get hooked. That's when people make money.
So the metaverse is a moment when our digital life is worth more than our physical life.
That's smart.
So he's
all right.
Welcome back to the Tools for Us podcast, where we document the rise and stardom of Winnipeg's talent and personalities. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. Happy holidays. Enjoy this episode. We're gonna be talking about the metaverse today.
Let's get into it. Mark Zuckerberg.
Do you know what do you know about the metaverse so far?
It was weird because I got it on Instagram, right? Mm-hmm. I'm on Instagram. Everyone's posting like memes or something about metaverse, and I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
So I go on YouTube and I realize, oh, Mark Zuckerberg changed the whole aspect of Facebook and what's to come in the future.
Yeah.
And honestly, I think it's pretty sick.
Do you remember when Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp went down for what was it?
Like
12 hours?
Yeah,
something like that. 5 hours, and the whole world was like, freaking what is going on?
Everyone's life shut. They couldn't see what's happening in the world. There's no information. I actually enjoyed it, but it was like, okay, I can't post for Rise.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like, it was crazy.
It was a weird feeling.
Yeah.
Because usually, you go on your phone. I don't have any games on my phone.
Yeah.
It's like the only thing I'm checking is social media. So once we went on social media, it's like error loading or whatever. I saw a meme because the day before it was like National Boyfriend Day or something. So everyone's like, because y'all posting your boyfriends, that's why Mark Zuckerberg decided to shut down.
That's hilarious.
So let's just talk about some background.
Yeah.
Mark Zuckerberg, founder of Facebook, he changed his company to Meta, M-E-T-A. The logo has been a spark of controversy left and right.
It's like a
infinity sign, a Métis sign.
Yeah.
a lot of mixed reviews. Infinity sign.
Yeah.
Hey, his choice, his company, but everything falls under Meta now. So, Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. I think we got some other ones in there too. Oculus is another one. Yeah. Just like a 3D virtual reality thing. So he posted, the reason the name change was because Facebook is entering into a new world.
Right.
Or, all these platforms. So he called it the Metaverse. Mm-hmm. And he did this like elaborate presentation. Ritik, if you want to try to find it, you can. It's not on the Google Drive, but if you want to try to find it, if you just type in Facebook.
Metaverse
or Mark Zuckerberg Metaverse.
It was like
YouTube.
It's all over the internet. Like when I actually watched the presentation, and I think they kind of overhyped it.
Yeah,
like they kind of like made it more virtual reality, if that makes sense. Like I know they're all like trying to incorporate the cryptocurrency in there and everything else, but like and like NFTs and everything, right?
Yeah.
But I was just like, man, like, kind of keep it simple, right? You're introducing a brand new company, and like a brand new aspect of, no one's done this. Mm-hmm. So if this is the first time people are like viewing this, relax a little bit, and it was like, I mean, great. Like, look at all this. You'll see it. I think.
It's a very out there.
Yeah.
It looks like. We could watch it if you want to.
Like, and especially when he like turns into an animated character and everything.
That's a little out there. You know?
But good job on the editing, man. Whoever's editing that. Nice. Hit me up. I need you.
So he talks about how his company's, entering a new era, new digital age. Before it was like, okay, we couldn't communicate as soon as phones came in. Mm-hmm. Okay, now we can talk to each other. So it went from more of like a writing.
Right.
Words could be communicated to more pictures being communicated, and now it's more video based. Mm-hmm. So what is next? There's always a video is not going to be the last thing that's there. Yeah. And Mark Zuckerberg talks about how AR and augmented reality is going to be the next thing.
Yeah.
So right now, if like, we've talked about like virtual reality and how you just put on giant headphones and, have all
glasses.
the gear, and then you can like walk around and do stuff and play games mainly.
Yeah.
But he's trying to make it super simple. So it's, you put on a pair of glasses.
Yeah.
You put on a pair of glasses, and the augmented reality, which is like when you look at something, you can play around with it in 3D space. So it's like something, let's say like an elephant popped up on this table. So I could play with the elephant.
Yeah.
Or like interact with the elephant, even though it's still on this table. That's augmented reality. Whereas virtual reality is you're completely shut off.
Yeah.
And you just see something. So he's trying to combine both of those.
I think, I saw like, it was either a TikTok or an Instagram reel. And it was like, guys, like my first day logging into the office.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, I think it was augmented, or no, it was virtual reality where he's sitting there and he logs in, puts the VR headset on, and it's like desktops and like the whole actual desk space. I don't know if you've seen that, but that was pretty sick. I was like, we really reached that point in society now, like where virtual reality is actually taking over the world now. It's pretty scary, but interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be weird how they do it also, because the idea is, okay, so since everything's going digital, and even the pandemic helped too. So like if we're working at the same place, right?
Yeah.
And let's say we're in class, right? We're supposed to go to school. If I put on my little headset in my house, and then you put on your headset at your house, what we see is each other in the same room learning the same thing.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that's possible.
But
Which seems too weird to be true.
It'd be like animated characters though, right? It's like you're not actually seeing the physical person there.
So that's what Mark Zuckerberg, that's what he's trying. It's if the presentation ever gets to like there's him floating around in space, you can choose where you want to go.
Oh, yeah. I'm like,
and so that's sort of out there, it's like, let's shoot for the moon, let's see where we can go. That's out there. So another guy, the Twitter CEO, no, I don't want to get this wrong, Twitter manager, some guy who works at Twitter, he expressed a different version of the metaverse, which is in the Google Drive if you want to take a look. But I don't know if he gets to the thing here. Maybe, go to Google Drive. Let's see. So it's a Twitter thread of here. So, that's what he's saying. So what if we're wrong about the metaverse? So hit the next button on, So Sean Puri, who is the Twitter director. This was a very interesting thread that I read through. This is on Instagram, but I also saw it on Twitter as well. So if you want to go to next, so he's saying everything we know about the metaverse is wrong.
Yeah.
So he's saying part one, he's like, most people think it's a virtual place, like what we were thinking, like, oh, your avatar's there, you're going to do it. But he's saying that it's going to be more like a movie, which I've never seen. But the virtual reality, like, would be like we won't even have to be here for a podcast. You'd be at your house. I'd be at my house. Our guest would be at their house. And then we'd be like, hey, just tune in. And then maybe we have the cameras here, maybe we don't. And it's just an empty room. And then we sit and it just looks like, hey, we're here.
And like the fact that we can be anywhere in the world or like have any workspace.
Yeah.
We could be like with Elon Musk, sitting there, and it'd be sick. Like imagine.
Hey, you could change your desk setup whatever the way you want, right? Like
new studio every time.
New studio every time, And like you walk in, we have like Jimmy Fallon type vibes, like
that'd be sick.
All from our house, which is insane.
Yeah.
So going back to Sean Puri.
Yeah.
So he said it's not what we think. So this is what we're thinking, right? You sit at your house, you sit at my house, we interact. He's saying it's more of like a moment in time.
Okay.
So he says a time. Yes, a moment in time. Like artificial intelligence, there's the idea of the singularity. The moment of time where AI becomes smarter than humans. The moment when artificial intelligence gets smarter than human intelligence. So hit the next. Let's see. Hit the next. So he's saying, what does that mean? Like, what is it? So the metaverse is a moment when our digital life is worth more than our physical life.
That's smart.
So he's saying it's not going to happen overnight. Yeah. It's not going to be like some Steve Jobs comes along or another Mark Zuckerberg figures out something that's like, oh, this is what we're going to sell. It's not a consumer product. It's a gradual change that he expects around 20 years. So every part of our life goes digital. So let's say work, for example,
Mm-hmm.
from factories to laptops to boardrooms to Zoom. So pretty
Yeah.
much the same idea, right? We used to be in the we used to go, okay, we have a meeting, you have to show up 15 minutes early.
Yeah.
Now Zoom, it's like log in a minute before,
minute before in bed.
right?
Yep.
In bed. So now friends, you went from neighbors having to reach out, hey, is it okay if your mom tells my mom to pick me up?
Yeah.
And then we can hang out, to now you have followers.
Yeah.
Now you have a bunch
Right.
of strangers or even your friends who follow you instead. Where do you find people? You find like-minded people. So, you know, when you were friends with people just because they were your neighbor
Yeah.
or just because you guys went to the same school?
I
like-
remember, yeah, because like those kind of relationships when we were in middle school, right?
Yeah.
Like you would get your neighbor to drive you, or they would pick you up. Like your parents would like communicate. Now
Mhm.
it's just like, man,
Yeah. The only
Texting.
reason you guys were friends
yeah,
was because you lived right next to each other.
yeah,
Or like, you know, eventually you got to like know each other. But
Exactly.
the only reason you guys were really friends was either you went to the same school. I remember like high school, we were friends with like almost everyone
yeah,
because we went
were
to the same
same
school. We
school.
saw each other every day, right? So now it's like, okay, you don't have to do that, because if I don't like, let's say I don't like math, right?
mm-hmm.
Or this is a weird talk, but let's say I'm very interested in Fortnite.
yeah,
I can make friends with people who are only interested in Fortnite. I don't need to talk to anybody else. I don't need to talk to my neighbor.
That's gonna change the way we live life, man. And that's what Sean Puri says there, right? When artificial intelligence becomes more intelligent than human physical.
Someone
That's
think of it.
mind blowing.
Someone
Because like
of
think
it.
about it, it's come back to the idea of like how Instagram shut down for 7+ whatever how much time it was.
Yeah,
Everyone is freaking out.
everyone goes to Twitter.
Yeah, everyone goes to
'Cause
Twitter.
that was the only one
Yeah.
there.
yeah, everyone freaks out because like they don't have anything to do. They
Mhm.
realize that they're so addicted to the phones. It's like they rely on it so much
Yeah.
to do everything. It was a nice break for us because we're so like like we're not involved with technology, but like this will change humanity forever.
Yep.
Like the coming years, man. NFTs are gonna blow up. You name it. Like crypto is gonna go crazy. Like how are you gonna buy stuff? Oh, use my Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Like Elon's gonna be richer than ever. Like it's gonna be good, man.
And he talks about games as well. Instead
Yeah.
of going to play basketball, more kids are, even right now, more kids are spending time playing electronic games.
Yeah.
World, what is it? I don't even know these games. Fortnite,
Roblox.
Roblox, some of these.
Something
What's
like
the
that.
war game? World of Warcraft? No.
No, I know we had Clash of Clans when we were younger, but
What's the war game? Yeah, sure, maybe. Call of Duty. There's another one. World of Warcraft. Is that one?
oh, I think Warzone. Warzone.
Right. PUBG or whatever.
Yeah, Warzone. Yeah,
Right. So more kids are spending time doing that. Even like, I'm looking at my cousin. He spends more time
playing video
in
games.
video games than, maybe actual sports. But no, I'm calling them out.
Yeah,
right?
like think about it though. Like you're gonna play basketball virtually. Like you're gonna be sitting at your house and just be like,
2K. Well, right now it's just limited
Yeah.
to thumbs, right?
yeah,
Right now, basketball or soccer or FIFA or whatever is limited to your thumbs. Imagine if it's not limited to your
Yeah.
thumbs, right?
Like, I think there's gonna be a point in time where like now we have controllers. Next thing it's gonna be like Wii, where you hold them in your hand and they follow your actions.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's gonna be
Put
as
on-
simple as putting on glasses.
Or put on a shirt or
Yeah,
put on
or
a
something.
t-shirt. Yeah.
like you'll put on a basketball jersey, and then next thing you know, you're playing with LeBron.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
The difficult part would be like actually feeling like it, but
Yeah.
I'm sure like they're gonna figure out a way to be like haptic touch or something and figure out like, oh, it actually feels. Yeah, VR
Yeah.
does the same thing, but there's so much like it's a large thing. Imagine if it was like super simple, like a pair of glasses. Yeah. And you put it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you stand on it and walk on it. Yeah.
that'd be crazy.
So it's getting there. It's getting there. All right, hit the next.
But like, it's gonna be so simple. It's gonna be scary.
So the next thing he said was identity.
yeah,
Filters are the new makeup, right? It doesn't matter what you look like in person as
Yeah.
long as you look good
exactly.
online,
Online.
right? So stories are your personal billboard to broadcast whoever you want.
Yeah.
What matters more, what you look like in real life or what you look like on Instagram? So these are the two pictures he compared. Same person, but like,
Really?
I think so.
Okay.
But digitally edited. So like, do people really care what you look like in person if everything's digital?
Yeah. It's gonna be like we talk about catfishing. It's gonna be like a whole new level.
All right, hit next again. It gets more interested, trust. So now everything goes digital. Your friend, your job's identity.
Yeah.
Now with crypto, your assets are online too. the Bored Apes are the new Rolex. Fortnite
Exactly.
skins are your new skinny jeans.
Yeah.
If everyone hangs out online all the time, your flexes have to be digital. You know? If someone walks in our studio wearing a Rolex, we're like, damn.
Yeah.
But that's because we're in our studio. If we're at home, I can't see the person wearing
Yeah,
a Rolex.
exactly.
So now if they come in and they do Bored Apes, are you familiar with Bored Apes?
Like the
monkeys?
yeah, the monkeys. Yeah, yeah.
The monkeys?
The NFTs, right?
NFT
Yeah.
monkey. So for those you don't know, we'll explain it briefly. I'm not an expert either, but I know, maybe the basic knowledge. So a Bored Apes, whoever decided to start that was like a high-end luxury meeting group. So you buy this NFT, it's just like a picture or anything. And they gave a lot out to celebrities. Steph Curry, Lil Baby, a whole bunch of things.
Right.
The perks of that is you get invited to like exclusive yacht clubs.
Oh, okay.
You get to meet with high-end people. You have parties, network connections, and so if anybody who puts that as like their Twitter photo, that guy's like,
Yeah.
that guy's popping.
Yeah.
Or even the verified check mark.
Exactly. Yeah.
When you see someone with a verified check mark, you're like, that person's important. Does it really matter in real life? Can I see your verified check mark in real life? No.
No. Yeah.
But it does matter online.
Online. That's gonna be game changer, because at instance you'll be able to change what you look like, what you wear. Imagine someone walks in your virtual reality flexing his NFTs, having a Rolex and everything. You'll be like, okay, hold up, give me one ETH or like Bitcoin or one Dogecoin or something like that. Let me change this real quick. You go buy NFTs. It's gonna be sick.
All of a sudden, that's way more important than maybe the person's at home, like in their underwear on their bed, just like doing something.
Yeah, like sleeping or something.
But online is perceived like, damn, it's already sort of becoming that, because if you look at Instagram, that's a highlight reel of most people's lives.
Exactly.
No one really posts the bad moments. So it's like,
there's going to be people, and I don't think I'm going to be one of those people that actually join this. Like, I mean, I say that now, but watch me put on like glasses in like a couple of minutes, right? But
hard cut.
Hard cut to the
20 years.
20 years. But like, it's going to change the way we live our daily lives, right? Like from work to school to daily interactions with our friends.
Yeah.
Like going out, remember like having dinner. We used to do that.
We still do. But
Well, I mean, we
right
do
now,
that.
at this moment, we do.
We do. But then you're just going to be sitting at home, maybe like, pretending to eat something. Or you could actually go to a physical restaurant and then interact with everyone that's there.
Sure.
You know, like in a virtual reality thing. I think that's going to be game changer for everything, every industry possible.
The thing I find difficult is like with the restaurant thing, if we are at home, do we have to like cook our own meal and eat it? Because then if there's a way to blend those two together, like I actually feel, and I actually get my nutrients somehow,
Uber Eats.
then it's going to be like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But if I have to like cook my own meal, make it, and then put on the glasses and then to meet you, I'd just go to the restaurant.
Yeah. I think it's going to get like,
They're going to find a way.
there's going to be like digital food.
But would it give me nutrients is the question.
It's going to be like Minecraft, man. Like where you cook a pork chop or something and then you eat it, your health increases.
Yeah, but the basic necessity still got to be there,
Yeah.
You still got to drink water. They still got to find a way to get you water.
But imagine it's like an actual like thing, like Minecraft. Like if you don't drink water, or you can't drink water in Minecraft, at least from what I remember from my experience. But like if you don't eat, your health starts decreasing.
Yeah.
And you're like your hunger bar goes, and then once it gets to like the bottom, then your health starts decreasing, or like how many lives you have left. So like, I think that's what it's gonna be like if you don't drink water, for example. And it'd be a great initiative.
Oh yeah.
Where you could like, if you're really into fitness and you use this virtual reality thing, you could have like a water tracker, how much you drank, and then it reminds you every second, like, oh, hey, you reached 10 o'clock. Like you gotta have certain like 0.5 liters in water.
Or they figure out a way to like inject something in your body.
Exactly.
Like Neuralink or something like that. And it
like imagine
tell.
you're sitting there and it's kind of like remember Lucy at the end where she like like it's hooked up to like computers and everything, and it's like she's sitting there. That's gonna be like everyone. You're gonna be sitting there, you have tubes running to give you water, you have like everything. It's just gonna be like you live in a virtual reality.
Because like theoretically the act of consuming food is very time consuming.
Yeah.
Making food, eating food. Like sometimes, if you're faster, you get done. But like, sometimes it takes a while. So if that no longer becomes an important thing and they find a way to fast track that. It might. All right, go next. It gets more interesting, trust. So soon, some company will will make smart glasses that sit in front of your eyes all day. So we'll go from 50% retention on the screen to 90%. That's the moment when the metaverse starts, because the moment our virtual life will become more important than our real life. Is this a good or bad thing? Like anything, it's neither good nor it's bad. It's just a thing, a very different thing. Okay, hit next once more. So if you play this forward 10 to 20 years, we will cross into the metaverse. The time it takes where our digital matters more than our physical. Our attention, it used to be 99% in the physical environment. TVs dropped it to 85, computers dropped it to 70, and then phones dropped it to 50. Wow. Right? So as these things start to evolve, like back in when we didn't have technology, everything was physical.
Yeah.
Everything. You got to meet someone that's physical. Work, everything we talked about before, all physical. TVs came, more people started watching TV. Yeah. Goes down. But it's still physical. You still got to, do things. Computers even more, and then phones. So our attention has been sucked from physical to digital. And where our attention goes, our energy goes. If 50% of our attention is on our digital screen, then 50% of our energy will be in our digital life. Today, it takes some effort to pull out your phone from your pocket and look at it, right? You don't have to look at your phone if you don't want to. Mm-hmm. You still have to do the act of pulling it out. But if you have your glasses on all the time, and I just go, and I got everything.
Yeah.
Google Glasses.
Yeah. The Google Glasses is like they have this, like, I don't know, it's like a camera kind of thing. Yeah. Okay. At the side. And you could I don't know how much you could do with it, but there's a video, I watched Casey Neistat's video of making this. Mm-hmm. And he was showing you could do search stuff on it, or there, how in movies or something, especially spy movies, or for example Kingsman, they'll tap their screen and the whole thing lights up. Exactly like that, but not a legit thing where you could tap. Sure. It's just you could search it. Yeah, I don't know. It's I think it's a very basic concept right now, but that's gonna be the future. Yeah.
Didn't Snapchat also come out with glasses?
The Snapchat glasses where you tap or
you take a photo.
Yeah, you take a photo and it saves it to your memories.
That'd be lit. No. Oculus?
Yeah, Snap glass. I think
yeah.
It's insane, but look at those, and they come in all different designs. I was actually thinking about those ones. Those look pretty sick, but wow, I'm not spending 200.
What's your features here? 3D photo capture, 3D video compatibility, 3D effect, stereo display. What does that mean? Sound?
They have speakers that you could play sounds with.
Okay.
I don't know. But yeah,
blink notification compatibility. Not water resistant.
Think about how much resources we've started to consume due to the technology, and for example, in 20 years, we'll probably have kids.
It's good bet.
Good bet, right? Uh-huh. Probably. I hope so. By then, they're probably going to be going to school in this metaverse. I hope not, but might physically be possible.
It just seems easier, bro.
Yeah.
I found Zoom so much easier to do school.
Because, it's convenient. Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to spend money on gas. You don't have to get dressed.
Yeah,
I mean, you don't have to get dressed. You
don't have to. Yes,
you don't have to, because you don't have to turn on your cameras.
Yeah,
it's gonna get people easy.
Yeah,
they get comfortable. Yeah. As soon as they get comfortable, that's when they get them hooked. That's when people make money.
I think about the kids who live 40 minutes away from university or something, or an hour away from university.
You just tune in, throw on your glasses.
An hour there, an hour back, 2 hours a day for however long. It's so convenient.
Yeah.
Let me just log in. I'm going to learn the same stuff. I may not meet the people.
Yeah.
But if my only purpose is to go to school to learn, might as well just do it online.
But think about this. Think about all the experiences we had as kids.
Yeah.
We didn't get iPhones or iPods until we were 15, 16, maybe even until high school.
Sure.
We had to rely on remembering phone numbers. Think about how many phone numbers you remembered as a kid.
I had a lot.
Every single one.
I had a lot, yeah.
Think about all the schedules you remember. You know what time Kid versus Cat was gonna come on TV. You know what time SpongeBob was gonna come on. So when you came home, you had a routine. You know what time you had to get out of bed.
Yeah.
Now, kids,
Whenever you want.
whenever you want, it's on Zoom.
I can watch Kid Kat whenever I want.
Exactly.
You ain't gotta wait till 4:30.
Now think about all the times where like that fear of making a new friend, reaching out in middle school, right?
That stuff.
And then they say, yes, we can be best friends. And it's like the best thing ever. Now all you have to do is send a friend request. Fortnite, you're playing Fortnite the next day. It's like so easy. Everything's so easy. But it takes away from the human physical life.
It does.
And it's going to be crazy.
It does. Let's see what else he says. So hit next one more time. So more effort to take out of their phones. And I think this is where he talks about.
I think.
Oh, is this the end?
That's the end, yeah.
Oh. Never mind. Oh, I guess so. I thought there was more.
But yeah, like he summarizes it really well. Yeah, like there's going to be a point where digital life mattered more than physical life. And we're very close.
It's a scare, bro.
Yeah.
That's the scary. Because you never know where it's going to go, my guy.
Like, it's going to change everything, man.
You can't stop it, really.
Everything. Like, it's going to increase the rich get richer, poor get poor. Like, if you don't have the money to invest in like all this cryptocurrencies, or you don't fit, like, it's going to be like people are going to get left out. And I think those people are going to be better off.
Also, like companies as well.
Yeah.
We're going to see a whole new world of companies come up.
Yeah.
There's not just going to be one major player in this thing, right? It's not just going to be Apple. It's not just going to be Facebook. It's not going to be Meta. There's going to be a whole bunch of different.
Now think about this. The one thing I know that's going to go crazy in this meta universe or any digital platform is clothing, digital clothing.
Yeah.
Because that's going to matter.
Yeah.
Like for example, let's say Louis Vuitton made an NFT. And you could wear that around your character animated. Like, it's a flex.
It's a funny thing you bring it up because Nike, the shoe company,
Yeah.
filed a patent.
Yeah.
I know. I figured you were talking about that. They filed a patent for use the trademark of the logo and their name in the metaverse.
Yeah.
I don't even know if like there's a thing already, but like they filed a patent that says, hey, if you use our stuff, that because they're forward thinkers.
Yeah.
You know, if these brands don't elevate and don't actually move that way, they're gonna get left behind.
We talk about Earth 2.0.
Yeah. It's coming.
real estate's gonna be digital. You're gonna have to buy digital homes.
It's gonna cost more to buy a home online than in real
physical
life. People don't want to live in a real life. You could live anywhere. You live in a 2x2 room and go anywhere and do anything.
You want. Like you could be in a closet for all you know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be crazy.
Damn.
What's the time? How much? 34. 34? Okay.
Yeah, cut it.
All right. It's going to be crazy. On that note, I think this is the perfect way to end off the podcast. Thank you so much for tuning in to our Boys Only experience. If you haven't already, smash that like button, subscribe, and tune in to all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts. You know the deal. We're live every Tuesday morning at 11:30 a.m. on the UMFM radio station 101.5 FM. Until next time. Peace. Ooh, that was good. I like that.
Interesting world, man.
That shit.